Okay, so the challenge was set and I decided to spend 100 days in Minecraft Pixelmon here in the Pokesaga Server in the PokeDream realm. I mean, I've played Pixelmon before, but I definitely need to brush up on some of my skills, so this is the perfect opportunity to do so. If you guys want to do the same, come join me here on the server. All the details you need to know will be linked in the description below. So going into this, I knew these 100 days were going to be epic, but I needed some goals. The first one was going to be get my starter Pokemon up to level 100. Not an easy task, but it had to be done. Also, I wanted to catch myself a legendary Pokemon, at least one. And finally, I needed to beat the first gym that I come across. So my goals were set and it was now time to get going. Smash a like rating on this one, guys. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this epic 100 days of Minecraft Pixelmon. So, day one was here, and man, I was excited. Time to pick my starter Pokemon, which was obviously going to be Charmander, because I really wanted a Charizard. So, I picked him, and there he was, my level 5 Charmander, ready to go. Dude, this was gonna be an epic adventure, so I put on my starter outfit and got going. The first thing that happens when you join the Pokesaga server is you get a free shiny, so I opened mine and got myself a shiny Yanma. Not a bad start. So /warp RoPo will get you to this location if you guys want to come join me on the server. I needed to get started by getting myself some god tools. This kit is outrageous and the tools are super OP. So I decided I was just going to mine for the first day. There's something seriously satisfying about mining with an OP pickaxe. I mean, it was so easy and I got everything I needed straight away. I also caught my first Pokemon, a Ghastly, and I picked up a skill key for all my mining. Day 2 already, and I needed to find myself somewhere I could call home. Close by, there was a Poke Care Center hospital thing. I'm not quite sure what these are called, and I think this is pretty much frowned upon, but I decided I was going to make this place my home. I got to work, and I did some renovations. Again, I don't think people really like when you do this, but I mean, it's a cool building, and I want it, so I took it. I also got to work doing some Minecraft things like smelting my ores, and I got a little extension going as well. I wanted to make this place sick. Day 2 was a lot busier than you just saw, but on day 3 I decided to go get myself a diamond because I didn't want to mine anymore, and I mean I could just buy one off this guy, so that was pretty sick. I used that diamond to go ahead and make myself a healer because every good Pokemon trainer needs to be able to heal their dead Pokemon. Yeah, if that makes sense. But anyway, yeah, I had the healer at the end of day 3, so I was happy how things were going. So, day 4 was here. I was feeling like a Pokemon trainer, so I decided I need to start acting like one. I caught some Pokemon. First was an Electrike. By the way, I'm going to be terrible at pronouncing these names. Second one was a Wooloo. And then the third one, which actually took forever, was a Miltank. So, 3 more Pokemon in the bag. I was feeling good, so I got to work on making my house a little bit better and a little bit cooler. I made some nice stained glass for the outskirts of this little extension, and I was feeling good about myself. This place was starting to look pretty sick. So you may have noticed in my inventory I've got a lot of keys. I decided to open some of my shiny keys. I got myself a shiny Vanillish, and then secondly I managed to get myself a Serena, I think that's how that's pronounced, but anyway, okay, day 5, I decided it was time to do a little bit more mining, but I got distracted with catching some Pokemon as I was doing it. But I did get myself some obsidian, then I came back up topside and found myself a little common boss, Patrat. Was I going to be able to defeat this guy? The answer was no. He destroyed me. Day 6, 7, and 8, I was going to put some serious work in. I did find a fossil which had me intrigued, but I got to work. I went mining again to get all the resources I need, and I mean, with this pickaxe it was pretty easy and extremely enjoyable. Man, I really do love using that thing. Anyway, once I had everything I needed, I decided to make myself an underground bunker type of thing. Basically, this is where I was gonna put my Nether portal. I got to work making that straight away and open it up. I thought it looked pretty cool, but the room needed a bit of improvement, so I then got to work. I'm doing a lot of work, right? Anyway, I made this place look pretty sick. I thought it was epic, so yeah, I achieved pretty well over those 3 days. So, on to days 9 and 10, I decided I wanted to go to the Nether. I did spend all this time making the portal, so it made sense. I got some glowstone because I needed it for a crafting recipe, and I also defeated a slugma, which was pretty cool. Next, I got on to catching a ponyrad, which I was pretty happy with because I knew that evolved into something really cool. Anyway, I headed back home and got to work making what I wanted to, and that was a mechanical anvil. I set those up downstairs, and that was the end of the day. Day 11 started off with a visit to the ore shop. This guy was really becoming my friend. Anyway, I bought some aluminium bars off him, or ingots I should say, so I could then go home and turn them into aluminium plates. This is a laborious task and it takes a long time, but eventually I was able to craft what I was looking for. A PC. I was now able to check on all my Pokemon and switch out my team if I needed to. So on day 12, I wanted to go ahead and avail of some of my kits that could be purchased in the Pokesaga store. I have the Omega kit, which is seriously OP, and it gives me a lot of new Pokeballs and some rare candies. Another feature on the server are Poke hunts. You can start these by simply going /hunt, and it will give you a task to catch a certain Pokemon. In this one, I was tasked with catching a Meowth. I didn't find one straight away, but I did catch some other Pokemon, notably an Akins and a Zigzagoon. Am I getting better at pronouncing these names? I feel like I am. Day 13 was here, and I don't like saying 13. Irish people always get abused for saying 13. Why can't we say that properly? Anyway, sorry, get back to it. Yeah, I found myself a Ponyta and was able to catch it, which I was super happy about because I really love this Pokemon. I mean, it turns into a Rapidash, so I was super excited about that catch. I kind of messed around with my Charmander, got some nice kills with it, trying to level him up a little bit, and I also got to work catching a few more Pokemon, which I also did. Alright, so days 14 through 17 started off pretty crazy. This Goldeen pretty much took out my whole entire team, but I was eventually able to capture it. I then managed to stumble across a skeleton spawner, which got extremely hectic because I almost died, but I did manage to defeat all those guys, found a chest with some fairy gems, and I also took the spawner. I got back to mining because I needed some obsidian and then nearly died, fell into some lava, but pretty much did a pro gamer move and got out of there, which was pretty cool. Anyway, I then actually found a Meowth, which was part of my hunt, so that was pretty cool also. Managed to capture him. Then I went on a little bit of a spree. I just started catching everything that was in sight. Yeah, one after another, I just caught Pokemon after Pokemon and spent pretty much 2 days doing this. It was super fun. I then needed a little bit of a break from my catching spree, so I went home to do some gardening. Well, kind of like gardening. Anyway, I was making a little farm, a little apricot farm, so I fenced off a little area and, yeah, planted some of these apricorns. I don't know. I made a farm. It looks cool. Oh yeah, and I color-coded it. That's really cool. Am I saying cool too much? Anyway, day 18 was a good one. I went back to spawn to open up some keys. The first of which was a shiny key, and I got myself a shiny Indeedee. The next of which was a legendary key. This was going to be my first legendary Pokemon, and it did not disappoint. I got a Kyogre. I also have an Omega crate. Not sure what I get from this thing, but I didn't want to open it just yet. Anyway, I checked out my Kyogre, and I was so happy with that guy. He was really cool, and I could not wait to set him into battle. I then just went ahead and opened up all my kits again, and I got a lot of rare candies. So on day 19, I wanted to keep filling my Pokedex, so I got to catching some more Pokemon. And I did. Pokemon after Pokemon down in this mine. It was so good. But this mine was being pretty good to me, so I decided to strip mine. I did it for a couple of days, and I, well, reaped the benefits because I found diamonds. And I mean lots of diamonds. This pickaxe is so OP that the drop rate is insane, and I pretty much got a full stack in those couple of days. So the next 5 days I actually had a lot of fun. /money, and I was able to find out that I actually had nearly $50,000, so I wasn't afraid to spend this thing, so I got into the shop. Ended up buying a fossil cleaner and a fossil machine because I did find a fossil previously, so I wanted to check out that. Anyway, I wanted to flex a little bit, so I made a cool floor in my extension. Ooh, redstone blocks. This place is looking pretty good. Anyway, as I mentioned, I had a fossil, so I put it into the cleaner and I ended up getting a helix fossil. So I put that into the machine so it could do its thing, incubate or whatever. I'm not sure what you call that. Anyway, I decided then I wanted to start making some Pokeballs because I had no normal Pokeballs left and I wanted to check out my mechanical anvils. Okay, can we just appreciate this mechanical anvil? Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. That is so sick. Okay, anyway, back to work. I decided then to actually do it. I made my very first Pokeballs. I was super happy, and I used one of them to get my new Pokemon from the fossil machine. This guy actually looked pretty sick, but I didn't really use him. Anyway, yeah, he was an Omanite. I can't pronounce that. Day 27 was epic. I decided it was time to get Charmander to evolve into Charmeleon. I mean, he was only level 8, but I had a lot of rare candy saved up, so I basically spammed him. And he turned into Charmeleon, which was my first evolve. I was feeling so good about this, plus he was looking absolutely epic now. My little Charmander had grown up into Charmeleon. This thing was going to be a lot stronger, so I was super happy with that. Got him all the way up to level 30, he was ready to battle. So I was in the mood for giving out some more rare candies, so I got my legendary out. Kyogre. Kyogre. Anyway, he was also my first rideable dragon, which was so good. It meant I could get around on water way quicker. Oh yeah, then I made one of these, an item finder. I have no idea what it is. I just made it though. Yeah, what is that thing? Day 28, I was out cruising on Kyogre, and I ended up coming across a Carvanha. I was able to battle it and then catch it, which was pretty sick. But then I actually noticed there was a little boss, a Goldeen. I was gonna take on an uncommon boss again. Last time I failed, this time it was a win. Easy game with my new legendary Pokemon. I got this thing, don't know what it is. So I felt I was really getting into the swing of things now, and on days 29 and 30, I started off with the most epic thing possible. Gardening. I'm just kidding around. I found a chest at the front of my house, and yeah, it had a Master Ball, some diamonds, and rare candies inside. A gift. Thank you to whoever dropped that there. So I decided I was going to use these things. I was getting close. Charmeleon was going to evolve into Charizard at level 34, so I just fed him the rare candies and made it happen. We missed the evolve, but there he was, Charizard. My very own Charizard. It had actually happened. My first flying type Pokemon. This guy was insane. It means I'm able to get around a lot quicker now, plus I look absolutely epic doing it. So on day 31, I actually had the bug for evolving Pokemon now, so I realized I had a Graveler and I could evolve him by simulating a trade. So I did that and turned Graveler into Golem. I realized that this guy is actually pretty powerful, so he was probably going to get added to my team. I then went ahead and made a chest just so I could store all my berries, basically cleaned up a little bit. Then I decided to write a letter to the lovely person that left me the gift that got my Charizard to evolve. Speaking of gifts, if you guys get on the server and go /warp RoPo, you may find some chests with some cool stuff inside. Basically, I left gifts. Go get them. So, day 32, and it was time to treat myself. I had achieved so much already, so I decided I was going to go ahead and open up my Omega crate. I had no idea what I was about to get, but then I got 2 legendary keys. I couldn't believe it, so I went straight over to the legendary crate and opened it up. My first one that I got was a beautiful Tornadus. Tornadus. Anyway, second one, I went ahead and got myself a Latias. Tornadus and Latias. Probably not pronouncing them right, but whatever. They were 2 legendary Pokemon, so it was absolutely epic. This guy looks super insane. I didn't really know much about him, but I love the look of him, so I was happy with that. And Latias also looks super cool as well. A pretty epic day. So on day 33, I was down with my man at the ore shop again. I needed some emeralds to go ahead and make myself reveal glass. I didn't really know what this was, but I read up about it, and basically if I use it on Tornadus, something happens. And that something was he turned into some sort of crazy flying bird man with a mustache. I had no idea if this was making him better, more powerful or whatever, but all I knew was super cool. I mean, look at this guy. This really is a legendary Pokemon. Anyway, I battled him so I could level him up a little bit. So day 34 was here, and I decided I needed to go exploring. So I threw out my man Charizard, got on his back and flew out. And not before long we found a new biome. So I decided I haven't seen any of these Pokemon before, so it was time to start catching a few. So that's what I did. I ended up catching 3 Pokemon super easy, super fast. I was feeling pretty good. I felt kind of unstoppable. I felt like nothing could beat me or defeat me. I had epic Pokemon and I was an epic trainer. But then I kind of came across my first gym. Now, I did say that one of my goals was going to be defeat the first gym that I find. So I had to give it a go. I had to try. I came up against the first guy and yeah, I won with ease. My Charizard took out his B-Sharp super fast. And I mean, I felt even better. I felt like I really was unstoppable. My team was epic. It was going to be so easy to defeat all these guys. And then the next guy absolutely destroyed me. He took out my Charizard in one hit. It was ridiculous. Then my Bouffalon came out and yeah, he got done in one hit as well. It wasn't good, but I decided to get up to the top and take on the main leader, the gym leader. We had an epic battle. It went on for ages and ages, and one by one, he absolutely destroyed me. Yep, it did not go good at all. I got made a show of. That was not a good end to the day. I'm gonna have to come back and get revenge on this guy. So with a bruised ego, we rolled into days 38 and 39. I made myself some diamond armor just to make myself feel good and maybe look a little bit more scary. Yeah, that really wasn't gonna happen. But anyway, the 24-hour cooldown period on my kits had passed, so I used those again. Got more Pokeballs that I needed, but more importantly, got more rare candies. These kits really are OP, and I would definitely recommend picking some up. So with that being said, it was time to put these rare candies to use. I went upstairs, got Tornadus out, and got him to level 25 straight away. Like I said before, I don't know much about this guy, but I know he's legendary, so that's good enough for me. Next, I got some rare candies straight into the belly of Kyogre, because I love this thing. It's slowly becoming one of my favorite Pokemon, and I wanted to level him up. It's a water type, it's a legendary, and it was definitely going to be a part of my main squad. I also leveled up Charizard a bit, which was pretty cool. Then I realized I had a silly Cobra, and with one rare candy, I could get this guy to evolve. So I did, and there he was. I got myself a Sandaconda. It was now the 40th day on the Pokesaga server, and I managed to get myself a vote key, so I went ahead and opened that up. I got a fossil, so again, I just went back home, got that thing into the cleaner, and then got it into the incubator. I ended up getting a Tyrant. I already had one of these guys, so nothing major. I then got a little bit brave and decided to go back to this gym. I really wanted to beat it. I think it was the mineral gym, but I went back up anyway and took on the leader. It started off pretty well. I was able to take out a few of his Pokemon, which was making me feel like I could have this. I could actually beat this guy. But then things got a little bit worse for me. One by one, he started taking out all my Pokemon again. I mean, check this out. My favorite Pokemon, Kyogre. It just got beaten straight away. And oh man, it was just bad. I couldn't believe it. I was defeated again. The second time. Was I ever actually going to be able to finish this task and beat this gym? So admittedly, I went into the next couple of days pretty defeated. I wasn't feeling great. I had been defeated twice and it wasn't looking good for me. I needed to change things up a bit. So I came back to the spawn area and decided to start the Dream Hunt. This was a hunt to basically find 20 different Mewtwo statues all around the server. A pretty difficult task, but if you get it done, you get yourself a brand new shiny. So I decided, yeah, this was for me, I'm gonna do it. I spent a lot of time doing it, but I did have a little bit of help from the server owner. He told me where they were, so all I had to do is go and find them. So if you guys pay close attention, you'll be able to find them too. So obviously this hunt is extremely difficult, but if you have the patience, you can get it done and get yourself a shiny key. I managed to get mine, so I went ahead and opened up the shiny crate to see what I get. I got myself a Dragalge. This thing is absolutely sick, and I think I was gonna add him to my team. And just like that, we were at day 50, the halfway stage in our adventure. It was pretty sick. I also discovered this new training island, which I didn't know about. I mean, I hadn't really even discovered what this server has to offer. It's insane. It is so good. So I decided to spend a couple of days here leveling up my Pokemon, taking on battle after battle, but winning battle after battle. So it was pretty sick. So, day 52 was a pretty fun one. It started off with me catching a Farfetch'd because I really like this Pokemon, and yeah, I just used the Master Ball because I didn't really care. I've got loads of them. I'm able to do it. Anyway, I then went back to the training island to see if I could get Ponyta to evolve. And I was able to do just that. Ponyta evolved into Rapidash, and basically, I now know why I love this Pokemon so much. It's rideable, and it's got a massive flame tail. I mean, what's not to love about this thing? Anyway, on to day 53, and you guys know that I failed at the gym, so it was time to take on a tower. There was easy, normal, hard, and extreme, so I obviously started at the easy, because, I mean, I'm not a pro. I need to kind of ease myself into this. So I took out Farfetch'd and got the battle beginning. Farfetch'd got taken out straight away. So anyway, legendary Kyogre, bye-bye, he was dead too. This was not going well. Yeah, Charizard got it, and then it was, yeah, everyone died. I got absolutely destroyed. So I think it's pretty apparent now that I don't really know what I'm doing. But then I found the level grinder room. I didn't even know that this place existed, but when I found it, man, was I happy. You can go in here and take on a level 100 Blissey for as long as you want. It was the best thing ever, dude. I got all my Pokemon to fight this thing, and one after another, they destroyed it. Getting extreme XP every single time, getting their levels to shoot straight up. Before you knew it, I had all my Pokemon up to base level 60. Finally, I was getting somewhere, and I was getting stronger. So now that I knew about the grinder room, basically I wanted to pick my best Pokemon. I wanted to pick my favorite Pokemon. The 6 that I was going to use the most. So I decided to come in here and grind out. I spent 4 or 5 days in here just getting all my Pokemon up to base level 60. I kept getting evolves and everything. I mean, here's my Sharpedo. This thing was looking absolutely sick. I also got an Electrode, which was pretty cool, but I didn't really feel like using him, so that's the first you'll see of him, and probably the last you'll see of him. Anyway, on to my next evolve. I got myself a Bisharp. I knew this guy was pretty strong from my previous battles with the gym leaders, so I was happy with that guy. Next was pretty sick. My Dracloak ended up evolving not only a shiny, but a shiny Dragapult. This guy was absolutely amazing looking. I really liked him, and yeah, I was looking forward to getting into some battles with this guy. So anyway, I headed back home with all my guys up to base level 60. I had a lot of really good Pokemon now, and I just had to pick my best 6. The next day, I thought it would be a good idea to head to the Fairy Gym to take on the Fairy Leader. I don't really know what I was thinking here, but I was here and I was gonna do it. Before I knew it, Charizard was in a battle, and then Charizard was dead. Yeah. My level 60s weren't really gonna be up to standard here, as soon as this guy had all level 100s. Bisharp was able to take out one of this guy's Pokemon, but he then brought in a Mega Evolve and absolutely destroyed me. I still had a long way to go before I was gonna be able to take out any of these gym leaders. Day 67 started off with getting flexed on. This dude rocked up and took out his Mewtwo, then Mega Evolved it, and basically was rubbing it in my face. Yes, dude, you have one of the best Pokemon in the game, congratulations. Man, dude, that guy just flexed on me so hard. Anyway, I spent the next couple of days just chilling out on the server. Had a little gamble, always bet on black, it paid off. Then I got myself some vote keys from voting on the website, the Pokesaga website that is, and I decided to open these things up. I got some more Pokeballs, and I got this cool shovel. Obviously I have the God tier shovel, so I didn't need it, so I think I just tossed it on the ground, I can't remember. So anyway, you guys remember this dude, right? That's the gym leader that defeated me twice. I wanted revenge, and I got it. There is the Steel Gym Badge, or Mineral Gym Badge, I should say. Yeah, I lost the recording, so that's why I have the badge and you didn't see the battle, but yeah, okay. I wanted to go back and take on this guy again, but as you can see here, you can only defeat these guys once, which proves I did it. So, to be honest, I was pretty bummed that I missed a recording of the gym battle, but I soon forgot about it, because I was out exploring on Charizard, and I found Charizard. Check this out. It was a boss. I couldn't believe it. I was so excited. So I tossed out Charizard without even thinking and got into battle. This was a pretty bad move because my level 68 was not gonna be a match for this level 100, and he was soon defeated. But then I realized I've got this guy, Kyogre, a legendary, water type. Boom, I did it. And I did it with ease. I could not believe it. I actually took out the Mega Evolved Charizard and was rewarded with the Y-type Mega Evolved Stone. So I needed a way to display this keystone. There was a number of options, but I decided on the bracelet because it was really manly. What? No. I mean, check it out. I look absolutely epic. I am loving how I look right now. Except the boots don't really match the dime. Okay, whatever. Anyway, I went back home to check out this Mega Evolve on Charizard, and I was not disappointed. This is so sick, man. I couldn't believe it. I now had a Mega Charizard. So, day 76 and day 77, I was down in the Nether just messing around. We were into the last quarter of our 100 days and I was excited. We came across this little uncommon boss and decided to try take him on with Dragapult. It went pretty well and my Dragon Darts were able to take this guy out pretty easily. I was rewarded pretty well too. I got myself some event keys and a rare candy. So, on to day 78, and I've got to be honest, it was pretty eventful. This mod is absolutely huge, and there is a lot to learn, so I basically learned about an infuser. I was able to craft this thing up, and I got it down, and I got some materials into it to then go ahead and create the Dragon Stone. Yeah, I did not know much about this thing, but basically I put it on the Dragapult because he's a dragon type and I think it increased his power or did something. I don't know. Anyway, I got the event keys that I had just won from killing that common boss and opened up, and I mean the first one gave me 4 Master Balls, which is pretty impressive. And then the second one gave me something even better. It gave me some incense by 4. So if I put this anywhere, I mean I'm gonna get Pokemon for days, bro. Oh yeah, and I had a new neighbor. Hey neighborinho. Oh, that was weird. So time was pushing on and I realized that I had to get to work if I was actually going to be able to do my tasks, my challenges that I set myself at the start. So I spent 6 days in the grinder room, basically grinding out and getting all my Pokemon over level 80. I mean, look at my team right now. They are absolutely stacked. I was feeling good. So like I said, I was feeling good. It was time to head back to the Easy Tower. Well, the so-called Easy Tower. I didn't really think it was easy. But anyway, I took on the first NPC and things started off pretty well. My battles were going pretty good. I mean, I did have to use a few potions and stuff like that, but I was able to take out the first guy pretty easily. So, on to the second one. This guy, obviously, was a little bit harder, but again, my Pokemon battled hard and I was able to take him out. Especially Kyogre. That guy was an absolute beast. On to NPC 3. And things just kept on going pretty well for me. I was able to take her out as well. So good. But then we got to number 4. Yeah, Kyogre put on basically a little bit of a battle, but got defeated in the end. And then it was just downhill from there. He just took out my Pokemon one by one. And before I knew it, it was done. The battle was over and I had been defeated once more. I mean, seriously. Am I actually going to be able to do this? Is my 100 days just going to be one big fail? I really hope not. Anyway, I got some rare candies and decided to give them to Kyogre because he's the one that, well, did the best in the battle. So on day 89, I'm not gonna lie, morale was pretty low. I was defeated again. I was kind of getting used to it at this stage, but I mean, these videos take over 2 weeks to make, so I wasn't ready to give up just yet. I did get a bit of a morale booster from the owner of the server though. He left me a legendary key in my, well, postbox thing out here. So I mean, I was feeling good about that. I knew I had a super cool Pokemon coming. And yeah, I couldn't get through that door there. But anyway, yeah. I went then to the shop and decided to buy myself a blue orb. Pretty cool. I basically bought this from someone else on the server. That's the great thing about the shop in the server. You can buy, trade, and sell to other players. I then attached it to Kyogre, and it changes him into a Primal Kyogre. he looks so good and becomes even more powerful. It was day 90, the final 10 days of my 100-day Pixelmon adventure. I ended up going out on Charizard and finding a massive biome, which was pretty cool. I decided then to go ahead and use my incense. This was going to create basically a by 4 multiplier on all Pokemon that were around me, so it was a good chance to just go around and catch some Pokemon. I did catch a few. I caught this guy first, and then I came across an Onix and was able to catch him too. I was having fun. But then this happened. I could not believe my eyes. It was a Marshadow. I know that this thing is a legendary. Everybody always talks about it being one of the best Pokemon. So I got out my Master Ball and I caught it. I achieved another one of my original challenges. I caught a legendary. It was so epic. They even said congratulations. Ah, thanks. So things were looking up, and on day 92 I decided to get Marshadow and put him into my squad. This guy was absolutely sick, so I knew I needed to level him up. I went ahead and gave him some of my rare candies just to get the ball rolling on this guy, and I was pretty happy with some of the moves that he was learning. I also remembered that I had a legendary key, so I went ahead and opened that up. But unfortunately, I got a duplicate. I already had a Tornadus, so I didn't need this guy. But the good thing about it is I was able to put it into the shop and sell this thing. Hopefully, I'm gonna get $180,000 for it. So, the next couple of days, I went back to the level grinder room. I needed to get Marshadow up to the same level as the rest of my team. So we attacked Bleacy, and over again, we destroyed her, getting Marshadow up to where he needed to be. I then went ahead and used my rare candies to just top these guys off and get them all to level 90. I mean, my squad was absolutely stacked. All base level 90, and I mean, yeah, legendary and everything. Surely I could take out that tower now. Okay, it was time. I needed to defeat this easy tower. So, let the battle begin.
One eternity later.
Yeah, so it did take a little bit to take out NPCs 1, 2, and 3, but I was on to number 4. This was the guy that defeated me the last time, but this time I'm better prepared. Although I did get a bit of a nervous start when he took out my Charizard and my Marshadow. I couldn't believe it. But my Bisharp was doing a little bit of damage and it was going a little bit better for me. So I held on to fate. But then his Dodrio absolutely smashed me. It was time for Kyogre to get in and do his business, and he did just that. He was able to take them all out, and I had done it. I beat NPC 4, so I was on to number 5, and Kyogre, oh man, this guy just kept getting better and better. He took out all of this guy's Pokemon with ease. Flareon, bye-bye bro, too easy. And like that, I was on to number 6. Again, Kyogre got in and started doing the damage early. This was definitely now my favorite Pokemon. Anytime I called on other Pokemon, they failed, but Kyogre back to the rescue once more. This guy was unbelievable. Smashing number 6 out of the water, I was on to number 7. I didn't realize how many towers there actually was in here, or levels, should I say. Anyway, we were up to number 7, and Kyogre once again started doing the damage. It was amazing. But I decided to give someone else a go, so I got Charizard out and Mega Evolved him. We were able to take out number 7 pretty easily, so I was feeling really good. Anyway, we were on to number 8, the final boss. If I could defeat her, I could beat this tower. It was going perfectly until this happened. Oh no, she took out my best Pokemon. I couldn't believe it. It was insane. And then a battle took place that took forever. No matter what I did, I could not defeat this thing until Marshadow came in and finally dealt that killer blow. Oh, thank goodness I had actually done it. Well, no, I didn't do it. That was just one of her Pokemon. She's got like 4 left. So the battle continued. Haha! Dude, this was getting intense. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this, but I was actually able to use one of my max revives and I got Kyogre back. Well, you guys know what happens now. Kyogre just goes on a spree and absolutely destroys all of her Pokemon. I did it. I completed the tower. I was so happy. Let's go! Day 99 and I was at home putting up my reward onto the wall. Displayed proudly. I was finally achieving and I was feeling good. But there was one more thing that I wanted to do. and that was defeat a gym leader. So I put away my legendary Pokemon and focused on the 3 that are not legendary. I got them all up to level 100 so they would be ready for the final battle. So we did it. We made it to day 100. I caught myself a legendary Pokemon. I went ahead and defeated the first gym that I found. I also got my first Pokemon up to level 100. I achieved everything that I wanted to, but there was one thing left to do. I wanted to defeat a gym leader. So I headed to the electric gym, and I put out Dragapult because I had an OP move. Dragon darts were absolutely sick on this guy when he was level 100. So I actually easily took out all this guy's Pokemon, one by one, with Dragapult using dragon darts. It was insane. I mean, the 100 days was extremely difficult, and my final battle turned out to be unbelievably easy. So there you have it. I did it. I took out a gym leader and got myself the electric badge. I was feeling so good about myself and decided to go home and put it up onto the wall with the rest of my achievements. I did so good in these 100 days. I was so happy and I had so much fun doing it. Guys, get onto the Pokesaga server and see if you can take on these challenges for yourself. It is so much fun. I wanted to finish off by getting my man Kyogre up to level 100 because it was official. He was my favorite Pokemon. This guy was so good. What an epic 100 days. This adventure was so good and I'm so happy that I did it here on the Pokesaga server. Oh man, if you guys jump in here /warp RoPo, you will land right beside my house and you'll be able to get your adventure started. Hope to see you in here soon. Peace.